The Philippines' relationships with the United States, China, and Russia are deeply rooted in a complex and often turbulent history. Each of these global powers has left a distinct mark on the country's political, economic, and cultural landscape, shaping the Philippines' identity and its place in the world. Ties with the U.S. began after the Spanish-American War, when the Philippines became an American colony. Over the decades, this relationship evolved, especially after World War II, when both nations fought side by side. The 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty formalized their alliance, leading to decades of military cooperation, economic assistance, and cultural exchange. American influence is still visible today in the Philippines' education system, language, and even popular culture. China's ancient trading links with the Philippines date back centuries, with merchants exchanging goods and ideas long before modern borders existed. These deep-rooted connections have fostered a vibrant Filipino-Chinese community. However, in recent years, these historical ties have been overshadowed by rising tensions over the South China Sea, where competing territorial claims have led to diplomatic challenges. China's assertive actions in disputed waters have strained relations and raised serious security concerns for the Philippines. These maritime standoffs have not only affected fishermen's livelihoods, but have also drawn international attention, making the South China Sea a flashpoint in regional geopolitics. Russia's engagement with the Philippines has historically been limited, with only minimal economic and security cooperation. While there have been occasional diplomatic visits and discussions about trade or defense, these have not translated into significant partnerships or investments. In recent years, diplomatic ties with Russia have improved, marked by cultural exchanges and official visits. However, compared to the influence of the United States and China, Russia's presence in the Philippines remains marginal, with limited impact on the country's broader foreign policy and daily life. The U.S.-Philippines alliance is a dynamic and enduring partnership, deeply rooted in a long history of shared values, mutual respect, and common interests. Over the decades, this alliance has evolved to address new challenges, adapting to the changing geopolitical landscape of the Asia-Pacific region. Both nations have consistently demonstrated a commitment to upholding democracy, promoting peace, and ensuring stability in the region. The 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty stands as a cornerstone of this relationship, obliging both countries to come to each other's aid in the event of external armed attack. This historic agreement not only formalized their defense cooperation, but also laid the groundwork for decades of close military and diplomatic collaboration. In recent years, this commitment has been reaffirmed amid rising regional tensions, particularly in the South China Sea, where both nations have worked together to uphold international law and safeguard freedom of navigation. Military cooperation between the U.S. and the Philippines is extensive and multifaceted, featuring regular joint exercises, training programs, and coordinated responses to humanitarian crises and natural disasters. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, allows for increased rotational presence of U.S. forces and the development of key facilities in the Philippines, further strengthening the alliance's ability to respond to emerging threats. These arrangements not only bolster the Philippines' defense capabilities, but also enhance the U.S. strategic presence in the region, contributing to a more secure and stable Indo-Pacific. Beyond security, the alliance is strengthened by robust economic ties, growing trade, and vibrant people-to-people connections, including educational exchanges and collaborative business ventures. Millions of Filipinos living and working in the United States play a vital role in deepening bilateral relations, fostering cultural understanding and supporting families and communities back home through remittances and community initiatives. This multifaceted partnership remains vital for both nations, serving as a pillar of peace, prosperity, and cooperation in the region, and continuing to adapt to the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. The U.S.-Philippines alliance enjoys broad support among Filipinos. Recent polls show over 80% of Filipinos view the U.S. as a reliable ally. This support is rooted in shared democratic values, historical ties, and the U.S.'s role as a security guarantor. U.S. assistance during disasters and crises has fostered goodwill. The alliance stands as a beacon of stability in a shifting geopolitical landscape. Strong public backing underscores its importance for both countries and the wider region. The South China Sea has become one of the world's most contested maritime regions, where China's growing assertiveness directly challenges the long-standing U.S.-Philippines alliance. This vast expanse of water is not only rich in natural resources and vital shipping lanes, but also a flashpoint for regional power dynamics. As China expands its influence, the stakes for both security and sovereignty have never been higher. The Philippines, whose territorial claims overlap with China's, has consistently pushed back against Beijing's sweeping nine-dash line. In 2016, an international tribunal in The Hague ruled in favor of the Philippines, invalidating much of China's maritime claims. Despite this legal victory, the situation remains tense, as the ruling has not been recognized by China, and enforcement is a persistent challenge. China's ongoing refusal to accept the tribunal's decision, coupled with its rapid construction of artificial islands and military outposts, has further escalated tensions. These fortified positions, equipped with advanced radar and missile systems, have transformed the region into a potential military flashpoint, raising concerns among neighboring countries and the international community. In response, the United States regularly conducts freedom of navigation operations, sending naval vessels through contested waters to challenge China's claims and demonstrate support for international law. These operations, often carried out alongside Philippine forces, are intended to reassure allies and deter further aggression, while emphasizing the importance of maintaining open sea lanes for global trade. Despite ongoing maritime disputes and frequent confrontations at sea, the Philippines continues to engage economically with China. Trade and investment remain significant, and Filipino fishermen still venture into contested waters, highlighting the complex balance between economic interests and the defense of national sovereignty. The U.S.-Philippines alliance, strengthened by joint military exercises and defense agreements, serves as a crucial deterrent against potential aggression. These partnerships not only enhance military readiness, but also send a clear message of unity and resolve to uphold international norms in the region. As the Philippines navigates this complex dispute, it seeks to balance diplomacy and security, working with international partners to manage tensions and avoid escalation.